Hello, welcome to a short video for your intro to nutrition class. And I know many of you as college freshmen, this is your first time having sole responsibility over your diet. You don't have to hear your parental figure or guardian's opinions about what's good for you and what's not, and you can just eat what you like. And while the food and your nutrition is an important part of your physical, mental, and emotional health, I want you to think about why your parents say some of the things they say. Do you ever think about how they talk about how the burger from this fast food restaurant doesn't taste the same? Or this chocolate bar used to be their favorite chocolate bar when they was a child, but it really doesn't do the same thing for them anymore. Or they comment on how the chicken parts are much bigger than they used to be back in the day. What you will hate to hear but soon find out is that your parent is often on to something. Their conspiracies are sometimes valid. Due to heavy industrialization after World War II, the way that we process, preserve, and package food has changed dramatically. And while some of these changes are better for our food safety and shelf life, there have also been concerns. When it comes to preservatives, these are additives, and even though this practice is thousands of years old, we used to just use, probably salt or sugar to preserve food, but now the FDA has approved a plethora of additives that can be used in the last 50 years. While not common, it is possible for you to have an allergic reaction to these additives, and there are concerns that there are other health adversities that come along with these different food additives. Did you know that it's possible to be allergic to food coloring? Red 40 is the red pigment or carmine that you see in like your Skittles packet. How many of you would be upset if you couldn't eat Skittles anymore? There are also concerns that these additives, preservatives, and different processing methods may impact the nutritional quality of the food. Another area is that the way we farm has changed dramatically. There has been a shift towards intensive farming practices like monoculture farming, where you use a large piece of land to cultivate one crop, and this can influence it influences the use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. Now we can get into what all those things are down the road, but these do have influence on food composition, maybe the color, maybe the taste, maybe the size, and things of that nature. And while some people say to make sure you wash your crops very well to get all this residue off, some of the pesticides or antibiotics are actually in the vascular system of the plant, so you really can't wash it off. And as climate change becomes a bigger issue, it threatens the survival rate of crops, and this may encourage more man-made or artificial intervention in maintaining the world's food supply. Now, all of this may sound scary, but don't fret. Eating your grocery stores produce is still okay. You do not have to pay a horrid amount of money at your favorite influencer's grocery store to make sure you are getting quality food. I will give you a list of quality grocery stores around campus that you can use. But just remember that there has been changes in the way that we cultivate our food, and your parents were onto something.